Welcome to Earth, our home. A single blue dot, a Garden of Eden in this black void. But this couldn't be the only garden in the universe, could it? Perhaps there are other planets like Earth, and it would make sense as this universe is massive. But where do we start? We need to find a clue to find out where these Earth-like planets are. And if there are any planets like it, how are they formed? Would they contain life, much like ours? Well, let's begin with our main topic, life. Around 4 billion years ago, life sprouted seemingly out of nowhere, right in the vast oceans of Earth. One theory suggests that a comet collided with Earth hundreds of millions of years ago, ejecting organic salt and water compounds necessary for the evolution of life. Life then evolved from simple molecules binding together, and after about 300 million years of evolution, we came about. We are, as far as we know, the only life forms in the galaxy. Our origins are mostly unknown, but life exists, and it does so every day in perfect balance. And that's a key word with huge meaning in this universe: balance. Balance is found in the orbits of planets around our star. It is also found between our Earth and Moon. Balance is the act of two opposing forces that remain connected. An example of balance in our solar system is between the Sun and the planets. The planets would normally fly off into the void of space, but the gravity of the Sun keeps them together. But the Sun is also being pulled by the planets. In fact, our entire solar system is revolving around the center of our galaxy. So in essence, everything is in balance, and the only reason we are here seemingly in one spot is because of gravity. That is our first clue: gravity. We know that planets exist in our solar system, but do they exist around other stars? Well, we could use a telescope to look, but it would be far too difficult to see. Even Pluto looks blurry in a Hubble image, so planets light years away would be invisible to Hubble. So, how do we tell? That's where gravity comes into play. We look at gravity, well, sort of. We look at the effect of gravity a planet has with its parent star. When a planet orbits a star, its own gravity pulls on the star. Even though it is the one orbiting the star and planet both pull on each other like we talked about. When this happens, the star is pulled a little from its orbit, and this wobble is what we detect in order to tell if there is a planet orbiting that star. Depending on how big and far away the planet is, will determine the amount of wobble the star has. Scientists at NASA and other observatories are researching this right now in order to find exoplanets. So, in order to understand the possibility of a planet with life, we must take what we can learn from our own planet and solar system. But before we head out into space, there is still one more thing we need to look at: the Sun. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for keeping me company in this journey to find other life. Hope you can journey with me again soon. This is the Lonely Spaceman. Over and out.